Welcome to the PoPolitickin show. Founded in 2008, PoPolitickin is a hip-hop meets self-help brand. With each interview, we teach the babies and share success secrets with you, the listener. Past guests of the PoPolitickin show include Yo Gotti, Currency, MC Light, BG, Dead Prez, Rashida, Project Pat, and more. We also showcase the future upcoming stars of hip-hop. Subscribe on iTunes and get automatic updates of each podcast episode.
PoPolitickin.com.
Yo, what's good? This your man Avrex coming live, getting it popping. Me and my man Po, getting it down, getting it live. Politicking with Po. Politicking live, baby.
Ology, Avrex, KS, claiming you Al Pacino, you ain't a G though. Guns on your IG, trying to fool the people. Reservoir Dogs, Scarface, and Casino. All that see-through, never could it be you. You scribble lines and created your life. Living a lie, end up paying the price. A day in the life of real gangsters, you cave in twice. End up shooting out of fear, cause you just can't fight. American monster, Mr. Al Capone. John Gotti, gangster to the bone. Only difference is, this is all behind the microphone. You be scared to pull a heist alone. Y'all don't hear me though. You and your ride like Bonnie and Clyde, but in the end they got bodied inside. Open your eyes. Real G's always know a disguise. When shots fly, you be going to hide.
So
Stop
you wanna
fronting.
be a mobster? Chain swinging, gang banging, you a boss man. In the streets with your Mac ringing, you a mobster. Street life, that's your ammo. Did a stretch on stick, came out, now you ramble. You a mobster. So you wanna be a mobster?
Bang clapping, war action like
Mobster.
flag showing.
So you wanna be a
Mobs got infected by a gangster disease. Everybody wanna be a mobster with a chopper, lobster on they breath. Bodyguard to the left, Kevin Costner. Solitary like monasteries, get commissary. They saying drop and bury. I'm seeking God already. My jewels ain't blinging and swinging. I gave them to the youth. You gave them ratchets and madness. I gave them love and truth. Nines in the bubble goose. Look, I lived a troubled youth, but I seek a brighter day when my seeds stay outside and play. Cease your violent ways. Our seeds collide with strays. We all know you the done data. Your gun holler. The sun hotter in that sun. What are the sun's father? Prosper, no weapon form shell. My God proper. You end up behind bars before the Lord stop ya. I guess you good gangster, you gangster hoodie. 23 and 1 for life. What make you gangster fully? Chatterbox came home early. You ain't a
you
gangster
wanna be a
rookie.
mobster? Chain swinging, gang banging, you a boss man. In the streets with your Mac ringing, you a mobster. Street life, that's your ammo. Did a stretch on stick, came out, now you ramble. You a mobster. So you wanna be a mobster?
Bang clapping, war action like
Mobster.
flag showing.
So you wanna be a
Mobs got infected by a gangster disease.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Need you to do me a favor. I need you to go to Spotify. We're on Apple Music, iHeartRadio. Type in PoPolitickin. Check all our interviews out since 2008. 1212. I'm the place to be with my man Avrex. How you doing, bro?
Chillin', man. How's everything?
I'm great. And I remember when you talk about your name, 'cause I remember Avrex jackets back in the day. You had one of them jackets you was in back then.
Oh, for sure. When I moved to VA, my name's Avery, so everybody started calling me Avrex. I was rocking all the Avrex gear coming from up north from Boston.
So how much them jackets was costing? 'Cause I remember I ain't had one. I wasn't holding like that back then.
It was only like $1.29. You could get them.
All right.
They weren't too bad. They weren't hitting us in the head too much.
All right. And then I want you to just talk about your background some. Let us know how long you've been involved with music and what got you into it.
Well, for sure. I've been doing music straight out of high school. You know, my cousin is Crumb Snatcher of Gangstar Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So fresh out of high school, I signed to his label, Wolves Entertainment. And I had dropped 2 mixtapes under that label. But I was like way too in the streets. You know what I'm saying? For music. Like Wolves was was a thing. Like you had the street part of Wolves, and then you had like the music part. You know what I'm saying? And I was dipping trying to do both, but the streets kind of took priority because we had a thing like where we just wanted to smack a rapper. That was the thing. Like so I got sucked into that side, and I remember a conversation with Crumb too. He was like, "Man, you need to make a decision what you gonna do." And I chose to do the street stuff, and I stayed in that for a minute. Um, and then I moved to VA and kind of slowed things down. You know what I'm saying? Um, from my experience with my cousin, it was like doing Wolves Entertainment, and from that, really took a liking to me. And Guru started putting me on some records and stuff like that. That's how I linked up with DJ Ron. He out your way. He in LA. That was another one of Guru's friends. But I ended up putting out um, Big Suge and everything. So me and Big Suge were able to build. We had a tight relationship. I just talked to him for an hour. So we always building. He's always influencing me and helping me out in music things. So that came about to where I'm at now.
And I was saying you was in the streets. So what were you like? What was your hustle?
Man, I hustle. And I was like the type of hustler. Like I hated when my phone was dead, so I was hustling crack, weed, heroin, ecstasy. I was making sure my phone was always clicking. In the morning, I was like, man, my phone is dead, so I started slinging that hair on because they was up early. You know what I'm saying? But that stuff, man. I seen how detrimental it was to my environment around me. I was just off the chain, man. I was off the chain, bro.
I'll tell you. So how you feel about you got rappers now that rap about it and they ain't even do it, but they rap
Uh
about
huh.
it. They might be the most famous rappers out, but they ain't even do it.
They ain't never put that work in. That's true.
So how that make you
Um,
feel being somebody that actually did that and you rapping doing it?
you know, there's a facade to everything. You know what I'm saying? Like the music industry, period. There's flaw in it. So I don't even see them. I don't even see that. I just see that as a general sin. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even place it for real, for real. I just see it like it is what it is. They chasing money. To do that, you have to have some type of revelation to 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 sin and to money in your heart. So all that stuff, man, all that means to me is like you just sick spiritually. That's all it breaks down to me. Um, we did address some of that on this last single though, because it's still a part of what people do. I think to me, it is what it is, man. It's whack, but there's a lot of things also that's whack. You know what I'm saying? That's not the only thing. I don't like to pinpoint that. It's a bunch of stuff that equal to somebody's heart being like that.
And I see your hat, so that kind of go to my next question. So I want you to talk about your hat a little bit, and then once you talk about the hat, tell us what is hip hop to you.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So I got this hat from legendary DJ B. He out here in VA. He a hip hop DJ. And I got it from his radio station over there in Norfolk. But hip hop to me, it, hip hop in the beginning when I first started listening to hip hop, it's something that brought me like social gatherings and being able to talk to different people. It got me popping in the hood. It kept me out as far as it could push me from the street. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got a love for hip hop because hip hop to me is like Guru. I associate it with seeing Guru because the beginning of hip hop for me, that's what it was. Like most people have like a grind and all this and that, but straight off in hip hop, it was like Crumb Snatcher, Gangstar Foundation, and being around that, and that took me out of the streets. Like being on tour with D&D, all that stuff was it took me out of the streets. So I love hip hop for that. And but also now it's like I can bring something different. That's why people will hear. It's like I'm picking up where Guru left off, because that's why you'll hear like the positive music that I'm spitting. It still sound gutter. If you heard that last single, it still sound gutter. You know what I'm saying? It's still hip hop, but my message. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, like, yo, our kids is getting hit with stray bullets. What you talking about? We understand you the dun dada, but in your gun holler. I feel you, but in the midst of that, you know, there's a reality. We got to walk around every day. You know what I'm saying? And you do that around my seeds, you got an issue. Like it just is what it is. But
You talking about the one you just came out with terminology?
right.
Sun Snatcher Monster 2? Yeah, I
Yeah,
was just listening to that one. So,
yeah, direction that I'm going in. You know what I'm saying?
and I was saying, so you said talk about more positivity in your music.
Yeah, absolutely. Even like this album is called Growth, and it's to my family growing. You know what I'm saying? I got 5 kids. So, I got a 17-year-old daughter. So, I can't be telling them to pop their thing and pop, you know what I'm saying? I got to keep it funky because she about to leave the house. So, I, my thing with music was I've always, even when I was in the streets, it was like, yo, I always brought what I was doing into my music because I felt like that was the purest way to put my music out. So if my gun was busting the day before, then we don't got we ain't have Instagram and all of that, so we wasn't getting indicted like that. You know what I'm saying? Off of what you saying, they able to track you back, but
Right.
it's still like that's what if that's and that's what we was talking about. So it still transitioned to me being a family man. Like I'm not doing that no more. I'm not, and I'm proud of it. I'm not like, oh, I can still get down. Nah, I can't still get down. I can't. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I've made that transition to be like, yo, this is what I'm doing in life right now. This is where my family's at. This is where my mind is at, and I'm trying to save these brothers from going down that same path that I went down. Because it ain't no fun when you no beat behind that, unless old boy in cell 3 is nice on the. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no. There's no. That's the reality of it.
And you say you have 5 kids, so I was asking you, what is fatherhood to you?
To me, it's leading by example. You know what I'm saying? Like not just telling your kids what to do. It is leading by example and influencing them in a way where they can't even turn and say, "But you." You see what I'm saying? Like, and I do that in my music, in my business. I lead by example. I do it first. I do it first because if you don't do it first, then you just, the whole thing is we're always fighting hypocrisy. Like that's the number one battle is like fighting being a hypocrite, and we all are hypocrites in one way or another, whether we want to admit it. That would be hypocrisy in itself. But we all fight that, and we continue to fight it. So as I'm fighting it, I'm still telling them like, you know, I just finished blowing the L. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm telling you, I don't want that for you. I want you to do other things or whatever. Not that you know what I'm saying. Not that makes or breaks whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying like it is what it is. We have to keep it funky with these kids because just like you say, you got cats out here talking about they did this and they did that and they ain't never do it.
Yep. And then what you were talking about? I heard you mention businesses, so I want to ask something about your. What about your interests outside of music? You saying something about business? I heard you talking about.
Okay, yeah. So I own a direct marketing company.
Hmm.
And we help all the Fortune 500 cable companies out there. We help them with their customer acquisition. So when they need customers and strategic marketing practices, I help them with that. And I employ people and have them go out and I put I put that in place for them so that, they can become successful in areas that they're struggling. And that's actually influenced my music a great deal because it's like, I know how to actually market. You know what I'm saying? Like from a corporate standpoint, I understand that part of business. So it's like when cats is just calling me and asking me to do stuff, I'm like, well, what is the plan for it? So it's really helped to and financially, shoot, it's helped me fund. And I don't need no label. Like a label step to me, they gotta have some bread ready. I do 6 figures on my own, so you can't just roll up on me talking about anything. You got to come right.
And what do you think the keys to marketing, like being a good marketer, are?
Really understanding the people you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand the people you're talking to and who you're trying to market to, because without understanding that, you just kind of throwing stuff up, hoping it sticks, and then you wasting a lot of money and a lot of time. Like I know I'm talking to men that's 34 to 40 and up. I know that's who I'm talking to. So I know how our conversation is, like me and you sitting here chopping it up. Like, and I know you much younger than that.
I'm 37. No, I'm
Oh,
37.
but it's like,
Yeah, I'm
we chop.
37.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
So it's like we chopping it up. Like we not chopping up young boy stuff no more. You start to become a man and you got to say different things. And it's like, I mean, we still want to hear somebody spitting, but we want to hear something that's like, you got to get up in our head now, or else we become the person who's talking. If we don't like what we're hearing, then we like, yo, we shutting that off.
All right. So I want you to give me some top fives right quick.
Mm.
So first one, who's your top 5 rappers?
Oh man, why you do this to me, man? I gotta say, Big Pun, Black Thought. Uh, Man, you killing me with this one. Cause I'm into Guru, of course. Big Pun, Black Thought, Guru. I gotta say, Meth and Biggie.
All right. Now, what's your top 5 books?
Uh, the Bible, number one. That's number one at the top. I really like 48 Laws of Power. I thought that was a dope book, because there was a lot of strategic things you can use in there every day. Um, I would go with, you see, I keep them on deck. Um, I would say this one right here. It's John MacArthur, and this is the book on leadership. It's got a bit biblical principle, and I fell in love with this one recently. Is the story of Christianity, and that's like gives you a breakdown of the persecution of Christians, from the beginning of after Christ died. So I thought that was a dope book. And the fifth one, um, there's another book. It was I can't think of it off the top of my head. Uh, Vicky Toback just came out with a book. It's called Hip Hop. I forget the title of it, but I briefly looked in it and I was like, it's a picture book. So it's just like pictures of artists like offset or off of whatever they were doing. And that was a really dope idea. I thought it was crazy. It wasn't much reading, but it was definitely a dope book.
Then what are your top 5? They could be movies or documentaries.
Man, I'm watching one of them right now. Bad Boys 2, Bananas.
Now they're
Bad
coming
Boy
out with a
1.
3, right? They're working on a 3 right now.
They are working on the 3?
Yeah, they're working on 3 right now.
Oh yeah, that's my move right there. Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys 1. Friday, of course, that was my joint. I love Friday After Next. Just because sequels aren't really shown that much love, and to like come with the sequels to be like just as hilarious, I thought that was crazy. And then I'll go with, I mean, we movie buffs over here. We love movies, man. But then I'll go with what would my 5th joint be? I'd have to say Armageddon.
All right.
I'd have to say Armageddon.
Hey, I don't want to get you in trouble over there, but what's your top 5 actresses?
Hey, you know Halle Berry's up there, phenomenal. I forget her name, Gabrielle Union, of course. Old girl from How to Murder, How to Get Away with Murder. I think she is bananas. Like just her facial expressions. She always looks like she's like in distress or in love at the same time. I like her. What you call it? What is her name? I really like Diana Ross's daughter. I thought she was dope. I think she.
I don't know her name. I forgot her name too. I know you're talking about though.
And then
Tracy Ellis.
Yeah. And then
Thank you.
old girl who was in she was in Avengers. No, not Avengers. She was the Green Lady in dang, what is that movie? One of these listeners is gonna know who I'm talking about.
Right.
But she also played in a few joints, but man, I can't remember her name. She played a green lady. She was a green lady in something.
Did you? Are you a sports fan?
Yeah, I'm with the sports.
All right. So what's your top 5 athletes in each sport?
That's easy. I'm from the same city of Allen Iverson, Michael Vick. So those are my top 2. No,
So that's like Bad News, Virginia. That's where you from?
That's right where we at.
Okay.
Michael Vick. Matter of fact, just to give you a little note there, I sacked Marcus Vick in high school right in front of Michael Vick, and that was actually my first sack of the year.
But I said you ain't out there fighting no dogs and nothing, is you?
Nah, that is the culture out here though. Like won't nobody surprised out here. Everybody was like, they just tow him off because you know. So it is what it is. But
yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't, like you said, like you talking about positivity. So I just don't like. To me, I look at it like when you hurt animals and stuff like that, it's like you hurting yourself. It's like, why would you even do shit like that? Like even like I see a snail on the ground, I'm not gonna step on the snail. I'm gonna walk around the snail. Like
yeah,
it's our universe, everything connected. So I just look at it like you know, like I don't.
Word up.
That's cool. That's crazy. But my bad. You got three more athletes.
Who we got? LeBron.
Still LeBron?
Man, I like LeBron because I think he holds certain things that people like. Heavy is the crown. You know what I'm saying? Like you dealing with stuff outside of this. When you can deal with things outside of your profession and still come in and do your thing, I got to give props to that. Mm-hmm. And I love to watch people shine. Westbrook, most definitely, because the way he's doing them triple doubles, that's a hard work ethic. And it's like when you see that, and you see somebody talking about James Harden, and this joker don't want to play no defense. I'm like, come on, man, you got to earn that check, bro. Why he getting a pass? There ain't no pass for that. It's the whole game. It's a whole game. So that, and I got to give it to my man Curry. Mm. Curry, I mean, that joker And a lot of it, let me explain that though. A lot of it isn't necessarily, it is what's done in the game, but a lot of it is like off court. You know what I'm saying? Like how he practices off court, how people deal with stuff off court. Because, everybody gonna shine in the game, but when you come up out of there, what you gonna do then?
Mm-hmm. And anybody just not hearing about you through this interview, I want you to tell them, like, why should they go check your music out and stuff?
Well, number one, we coming with that raw realness. Like there's no need, there's no room for nothing fake. It's all real. It's all me. And if you're looking for some real music, that the guru told me something a long time ago. He said, "You're not an artist until when people hear your music and then they meet you after, that they say that that's the same person." He said, "Until that happens, you're not an artist." And I made that a point to make sure that was something that was continuously happening throughout my career. I never wanted to be just put out there and then be in front of somebody and they don't feel where I'm coming from. It's kind of like, man, you don't know how much an 8 ball was going for in '02. You don't know what a quarter key was going for. Then you can see that in people. You know what I'm saying? So I talk to people. It's kind of like me and No Malice was able to click because of that. You know what I'm saying? And you don't click with artists on high levels without that, especially the OGs in this game. They're not playing that. So my music is raw, and you can listen to it with your kids in the car. You ain't gotta turn it. You ain't gotta turn it down or nothing because I don't curse. And it's funny because some people will go back and they be like, "Man, you ain't curse on that record." I'm like, "Nah."
Yeah, it sound like you be. If you sound like you cussing, like it sound like that. It sound like that raw, that rough. So I thought I
Yeah,
ain't think like now when I think about it too. Yeah, that's tight.
yes, sir.
Yeah, I just
So
thought about
even
that.
on I just did something with Big Sugar on an Afro's mixtape,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't curse on it, but it was like, "Yo, what in the world?" That people ain't understanding it, but that's just me. Like, if I'm able to filter certain things, I'll filter it.
Why you want to do that?
Just because I feel like, number one, I notice when I write curse words in my lyrics, I'm not able to articulate the things I want to say as good as if they're not there. Because
Mm.
it's like a shortcut.
Mm.
It's kind of like a shortcut for me. For some artists, they like built off of just how they talk every day. You know what I'm saying? But for me, where people have come back to me and been like, "Yo, that's hot," it's always been like joints where I've been able to really spin the words and say the things I wanted to say. So,
Now I'll ask you too. How long did you know Guru for?
well, I met Guru. I mean, as soon as I came out of high school, I signed to Crumb, and I was at the point where Crumb and Guru were working really close together. So, I mean, a good 10 years, and it was really cool. We had a birthday party for Guru one time in Boston, and I remember it was kind of when we first started working, but I had I did a lot of juvenile time too. So from 9 to about 16, I stayed in and out of group homes, jails, all that type of stuff. And I remember seeing one of my his name's Domingo Guyton. I remember seeing him at a show, at that particular show. And in the middle of Guru's set, Guru stopped and showed me crazy love. He was like, "Yo, shout out Avrex. Avrex, you keep doing your thing, da da da." And in that moment, man, it was just like, that's when I was like, "Yo, this is what I want to do."
Mm. Dope. That's dope. So what would you like to say to all your fans and supporters?
Let's keep this rolling, man. This is like the open and run. This is like the start and run. We just getting started. Like, this is the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, a lot of artists that I work with, they feel like, "Oh, we've been out so long and this and that." I'm like, bro, for me, this is new. This is new. I've been around artists. Like I said, I came up in D&D Records where we recorded Crumb's whole album there. So I was able to create relationships and meet people through that. And it's like I stepped away because I wanted to get my life right. I wanted to make sure my finances were straight. I wanted to make sure, my family was good and all that type of stuff. And stepping back in, it's like, I'm getting love like I never left. So, it's go time. That's all I got to say to them. Let's go.
All right, man. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Oh, for sure. You know this, man.
Yeah, I want to say, you want to tell them where to check you out, listen to your music, social media?
Yeah, just go to my website, avrexdisciple.com, Avrex disciple.com, and you can catch all my social media, Avrex Hip Hop.
PoPolitickin.com.
Step into the light, we all gon' die one day. Go to sleep, we gon' fly one day. Step into the light, pay for your sins one day. You'll have to go repent one day. Step into the light, we all gon' die one day. Go to sleep, we gon' fly one day. Step into the light, pay for your sins one day. You'll have to go repent one day. Step into the light.
Bear witness, the truth is the light of men. Even in the darkest pit, you can see the light again. Can't tell me nothing with all the hell that I done been. Even at times, I still feel that it's hell I'm in. Lose or win, either way it's elementary. I'm doing good, haven't escaped a quarter century. Only by the blood, there's no other way of entry. Last supper, fine arts, I am a Da Vinci. Simply put, I paint pictures. Y'all can't believe they ain't scriptures. Lift us up, oh Lord, like Noah in the ark. I want us all on board. The price been paid that none can afford. He gave us his word just to fall on sword. Swore by his own name, no higher oath. Me, I'm just a no-name, sharing what I know.
Step into the light, we all gon' die one day. Go to sleep, we gon' fly one day. Step into the light, pay for your sins one day. You'll have to go repent one day. Step into the light, we all gon' die one day. Go to sleep, we gon' fly one day. Step into the light, pay for your sins one day. You'll have to go repent one day. Step into the light.
At the devil's level, shovel the tragedy. Your majesty rapidly, actually display the masterpiece. The Capities martyred before the father's not a tragedy. Will happily oblige, show a unified faculty. Mastering the book and study, learning the laws too. Riding for the cause, engaging my flaws too. Smack me, turn the other cheek. I show you what that cross do. Forgiveness for being forgiven. That's why I lost you. Went from pitching in kitchens to serving God's mission. From fishing for fishes to fishing for God's missing. We all victims of sin and some indulge in linen. Some fast cars and women detached from the feeling. Let it go like you selling it online, cause he ain't leaving. He a perfect 10 like Cal next to Keenan. And I ain't dreaming, I'm believing in the most high. The devil still slithers, so you watch him with
Step
both
into the
eyes.
light, we all gon' die one day. Go to sleep, we gon' fly one day. Step into the light, pay for your sins one day. You'll have to go repent one day. Step into the light, we all gon' die one day. Go to sleep, we gon' fly one day. Step into the light, pay for your sins one day. You'll have to go repent one day. Step into the light.
The PoPolitickin Show is brought to you by Audible. With over 180,000 titles to choose from, Audible is great for any continuous learner wanting to grow and expand their knowledge and insight. Go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and get an audiobook of your choice free with a 30-day trial. After the trial, your paid membership will begin at $14.95 per month. With your membership, you will receive 1 credit every month, good for an audiobook on Audible. Cancel before your trial ends and you will not be charged. So go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and download a free book by Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Napoleon Hill, Les Brown, Damon John, and more. Always remember that knowledge is power.